What's up, you guys? This is Makanor, and in this video, I'm going to be counting down the top 5 weirdest things that I've seen or heard in the Otherkin community over the past several years. Now, just a disclaimer, all of these experiences do not reflect on most Otherkin or the Otherkin community as a whole currently. These are just really one-off odd experiences. Okay, number 5 is a wolf-therian from Florida that recounted to me their experience of sleepwalking and waking up on their own porch covered in animal blood. Now, I wasn't really surprised when I heard this one because, for number one, it's Florida and weird things can and do happen in Florida. You can literally think of anything off the top of your head and look it up or Google it, and it's probably happened in Florida like several times and has several news articles on it. Also, if there is any grain of truth to this Therian's experience, they need some psychiatric help or they need to be arrested. Either one will be good. Number 4 is a stereotypical role player, I guess, in the Otherkin community. Several years ago, those was like really rampant, but this one had like a really cliche story of how their parents were werewolf hunters and how they had killed hundreds and hundreds of werewolves and packs and whatnot, and how their parents were murdered by a werewolf and then they got turned by a werewolf, and now they're this renegade werewolf hunter badass, I guess. I don't know. It was just stupid, and I was cringing reading the paragraphs of their backstory. It was just, but several years ago, role players just like that were really rampant in the Otherkin community, or at least in the community that I was in at the time. So there wasn't much we could do about that. Everywhere you looked, there was probably like one or two role players. Number 3, the Talmar Revolution, or the Otherkin Revolution. I don't think it's that widely known because it was probably just like in the small group community that I was in, but a couple of guys proposed this idea that Otherkin was this ancient race and had this ancient civilization that was overrun and overthrown by Homo sapiens, and that current day humans are those descendants, and that current day Otherkin are the remnants of that ancient species, and that one day other kin of all kin types should rise up and overthrow the government and reclaim their rightful place above humanity and I guess restore their ancient civilization. But it was just the most far-fetched thing. It was the most far-fetched thing, and as expected, it didn't really catch too much traction. It didn't make any logical sense. There was no scientific basis or foundation for it to actually go anywhere. But at the time, and I will add, Twilight was, I think it was just releasing in like several theaters, like several sequels of the Twilight Saga or something like that. But a lot of impressionable young teenagers that were trying to get into the Otherkin community, or trying to find out their own identity, they got sucked up into that idea. And later on, it was revealed that the people that proposed this whole revolution and this whole idea of ancient civilizations and ancient species were nothing more than several role players that were just really trying to get a rouse out of people and just trying to troll. Number two. Number two is this whole idea that there was a hidden war going on with all kin types of other kin, and that it was just happening underneath the eyes and ears of society. That out in the middle of the woods, there's like packs fighting packs, there's covens fighting covens, there's all this type of stuff going on. And as interesting as that would be, it just doesn't make any sense. It does not have any basis for reality. If anything, a good bit of the Otherkin community is nothing more than just regular people with no abilities, supernatural or superhuman or otherwise. And if there was any type of war going on, there would be casualties, there would be damage, stuff that could not be easily brushed under the rug and disguised from society. The biggest weirdest thing that I've heard in the Otherkin community for the past several years is this conspiracy theory or this urban legend that there's this secret government group that just kidnaps younger Otherkin and experiments on them. And to me, it's just the most ridiculous conspiracy theory or urban legend there is, because I would put myself in a secret government agency position. If I could abduct anyone from any demographic, I would not be abducting teenagers who do not possess any abilities whatsoever. They're not superhuman, they're not supernatural. If anything, they're just angsty teenagers, and it just holds no point. They're not worth kidnapping. The Otherkin community is just regular people. There's nothing literally worth kidnapping or experimenting upon. Now, me personally, I have my own ideas of things I'd like to see as far as testing out Otherkin hypothesis and theories, but not some top secret torture experimentation or anything like that. But this is Makanor. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.